Good Thursday evening and welcome to the NCWLIFE Evening News. I'm Grant Olson. Here are a few of the stories we have coming up for you tonight. A Peshastin man is charged with vandalism for allegedly sawing down trees on public property over the summer. CEO of Samaritan Healthcare, Teresa Sullivan, has just received the Joe Hopkins Memorial Award from the Washington State Hospital Association. Sunny skies with unseasonably cold temperatures for the next several days. In Waterville, the trial in the murder of Alyssa Longwell moved into its third day on Wednesday. Dalton Scott Potter is charged with multiple counts of murder in the shooting death of 38-year-old Longwell, who was gunned down on Badger Mountain Road last January. As NCWLIFE's Jefferson Robbins reports, the jury yesterday heard from multiple police investigators and viewed forensic evidence related to the crime.
Dalton Scott Potter appeared to weep in his Douglas County court trial on Wednesday as Sheriff's Detective Jason DeMyer testified about the killing of Alyssa Ann Longwell. On January 21st, the Tri-Cities woman was found dead along Badger Mountain Road south of Waterville, gunned down, police say, by her ex-boyfriend Potter. DeMyer was among the first to examine Longwell's body.
Field examination of the deceased's body, that was for several different reasons. One, to identify any injuries, to prepare the body for transport, and try to do positive identification.
The jury of 8 women and 7 men was allowed to see some of what DeMyer saw that night. Pieces of Alyssa Longwell's clothing, bloodstained and marked with holes. The prosecution, led by Chief Prosecuting Attorney Gordon Edgar, says Potter fatally shot her in front of witnesses. Potter, represented by Public Defender Jesse Collins, has said little in his own defense, but has entered a not guilty plea to 2 counts of murder and related charges. Grant County Judge John Nodell is presiding over the case after Potter's multiple verbal clashes with the court led Douglas County's chief judge and court commissioners to be excluded from hearing the trial. Trial commenced Monday with jury selection. About 10 days are set aside for hearings, but officials say it's possible the case might go to the jury late this week or early next. Potter remains in custody on $3 million bail. He was escorted to and from the trial by a plainclothes correctional officer. Jefferson Robbins, NCWLIFE.
A Peshastin man is charged with vandalism for allegedly sawing down trees on public property over the summer. 40-year-old Brian Dittmer was due to appear in court today on a charge of second-degree malicious mischief. Chelan County Sheriff's deputies say back in August, Dittmer was seen using a chainsaw to cut down 4 trees at Leavenworth's public access boat ramp. Deputies arrived to find the suspect gone, but the trees were lying across the boat ramp parking area. A witness photograph of the suspect's truck allegedly led police to identify Dittmer. Leavenworth Public Works officials say the vandalism amounted to just under $1,200 worth of damage. Only one seat on the Wenatchee City Council is up for a competitive election this year. District 5 Council member Mark Koulas is retiring from his post, and 2 men would like to succeed him. Wenatchee Valley Bighorns owner Anthony Electrify Williams and Tree Fruit business executive Charlie Atkinson. Both candidates sat down with NCWLIFE's Jefferson Robbins in our continuing series of interviews with local candidates.
Describe your district, District 5. It's the most central district in Wenatchee. What's it like?
It's the best district. Like you said, the college is there. There's many stores there. Great homeowners, pay their taxes. They are really the lifeblood and driving force, my district is, of this valley because it is centrally located. And we haven't done enough to honor them by sheltering them. But it's not just my district. It's the whole district. It's the city at large is what we're really after.
Tell me about your professional involvements. What kind of things have you been involved with in Wenatchee?
Wow, yeah, that's pretty good. So I was the manager for Enterprise Rent-A-Car. Anybody that knows about Enterprise, they think it's just renting cars, but actually, you know, you get an MBA when you go through the Enterprise company. You know, without a degree, I was able to have 11 employees. I got promoted to have 11 employees that all had college degrees, so that shows you how electric I am there. And so that was one of the things that I've done. As you know, the basketball is another thing, bringing tourism and bringing something for kids, meaningful and special. That's a big thing too. Another thing is I was athletic director at Waterville High School. That shows you there's another thing. I have emergency teaching credential. I have 4 endorsements, CTE endorsements.
What would you say is the state of Wenatchee right now?
It needs significant change. It really needs significant change from strong mayor into just the other council. Frank was a great mayor. It was the proper season for a strong mayor. But as we're shifting, we need a little bit more to go to the other model too, which is a more of a council-led form of government. So there's equity across the board so that there's no special interest. There is no one really having agendas that can be sidestepped. So with this type of change that's the first thing. The crime is one thing. I don't really feel that we have efficient answers for it. I do. I have efficient plans for it. If you probe me, you'll see. And then you'll hear it first here. And that's why I don't speak a lot in public, because everybody piggybacks on what everybody says. But that's a good thing. Homeless is another thing. I have a great program for that. So the issues that are pressing, youth is my thing. But it all stems from youth and seniors. There's a disconnect there. So that's the problem. If you can connect the youth to the seniors, it'll eradicate a lot of the problems that we have in between. But because we haven't done a good job on that, we're suffering for it.
How do you think that your work, Charlie, things that you've done in your life, areas that you've worked in, would translate into a successful term on the council?
Well, I think working in a relatively small operation where you have to wear a lot of different hats creates kind of a general knowledge across a broad number of fields. So I think that's helpful. Obviously, the accounting and fiscal side of things, I think that's been a strength of Wenatchee of late, that it's on a good financial footing. I would want to help steer it in that direction as much as you can from the council standpoint. I think my experience in the nonprofit sector, we're a better city when there's a healthy nonprofit community that's pushing in the same direction. I think I understand that world. And then education, kids are our future. And so I think those things all can be translated into the city council.
What do you think, Charlie, is the state of Wenatchee right now? If you had to assess it and be honest, what would you say?
Well, on one level, I think the thing that was attractive to me in running is I think Wenatchee's in a pretty good place. And my desire would be to continue to build on that. There's always certainly room for improvement, but I'm not your change candidate, if that's what you're looking for, because I think we are doing well for a city our size. Having said that, maybe this gets to another question, but the issue of housing, affordable housing in particular, is an interest of mine. I think a city functions best when the people who work there can afford to live there, and that, frankly, is a problem.
What does the city, a city, owe to its citizens? What is our obligation for the people who live here?
I think the city is responsible for public safety, infrastructure. We want a city that works in terms of water and sewer and utilities. Of course, we got the PUD for that, the electrical side of things, roads, and that's a very important responsibility. But what makes a city ultimately a good place to live has way more to do with neighbors knowing their neighbors, volunteerism, spirit of generosity. I see countless examples of that in Wenatchee.
4th District Congressman Dan Newhouse says he'll be present Monday at one of the ongoing public meetings over the reintroduction of grizzly bears to the North Cascades. The Sunnyside Republican has opposed the Department of the Interior's strategy for bringing back up to 25 bears over the next 10 years. The public comment session begins at 5:20 p.m. at the Okanagan County Fairgrounds in Omak. Grizzlies have been absent from their historic range in the North Cascade National Park area since the mid-1990s. The Biden administration restarted the proposed reintroduction plan last year after it was canceled by the Trump administration in 2020. When we come back, the Cascade and Quincy school boards have been included in the 34 boards recognized by the Washington State School Directors Association. And the 3rd annual HOWL-O-WEEN Pet Parade is happening this Saturday at Pybus Public Market. I'm Grant Olson, and you're watching the NCWLIFE Evening News.
This is Grace, and this is her world record-holding guinea pig with an iconic name, Abby.
She currently holds the Guinness World Record for the highest bar jump by a guinea pig. I ride horses and I jump, so I kind of thought it'd be interesting to teach my guinea pig to jump like my horse does.
One day she came out of her room and looked at us, and I said, "Did you get it?" And she said, "Yeah, we got it."
After we won our award, we came to Abby's to celebrate.
At Confluence Health, our mission is clear: to provide exceptional care for our community. We believe in healthcare that's personal and local because we're just like you, members of this great community.
We are Confluence.
Local care by and for our community.
Local care by and for our community.
Local care by and for our community.
We are Confluence.
Coming home should never be a chore. Let Merry Maids of Wenatchee customize all your cleaning needs. Weekly, bi-weekly, special occasion. Do you have a vacation home that needs cleaning? We clean them too. Locally owned and operated, let Merry Maids do the cleaning while you focus on your family and friends. Merry Maids has special offers to fit your budget. Request your free cleaning estimate today. 509-663-1710.
Castle Rock International is the Northwest's premier real estate agency for large acreage properties, farms and ranch land, lodging and resorts, waterfront properties, and commercial real estate. Professional, knowledgeable, and discreet, award-winning Castle Rock International has the listings and the highly qualified buyers you have been looking for. Contact John McNamara at Castle Rock International today, or visit their website for more information about this outstanding local company.
The Cascade and Quincy school boards have been included in the 34 boards recognized by the Washington State School Directors Association. The Boards of Distinction program, which was first developed back in 2019, recognizes the top boards that demonstrate a high level of positive student impact. A panel of reviewers comprised of members from various educational organizations carefully evaluated and determined the winning boards. Of the 34 districts recognized, 3 will be announced as the Boards of the Year at the WASDA 2023 Annual Conference coming up on November 18th. All pet lovers, mark your calendars for the 3rd annual HOWL-O-WEEN Pet Parade happening this Saturday at Pybus Public Market. The event is free and all leash pets are welcome to attend. Besides the parade, there will also be a pet costume contest, photo station, special giveaways, and a food drive for Wenatchee Valley Humane Society. Registration starts at 8 a.m. with the costume contest at 10 a.m. and then the parade beginning at 10:30 a.m. The route will begin in the grassy area next to the market and proceed up to Firehouse Pet Shop. Coming up next, we will bring you our weekly Pause for Pets feature with the Wenatchee Valley Humane Society, where we will introduce you to a very lovable dog named Wally. Unseasonably cold weather is upon us, and it's going to stick around through the weekend. I'll let you know how cold we'll get in your complete North Central Washington weather forecast. That and much more still to come tonight. Please stay with us.
At D.A. Davidson in Wenatchee, they believe your investment success begins with a personalized plan. A plan that is the roadmap you need to navigate your way to living your best years in retirement. D.A. Davidson can help you create a plan so you can take the time to enjoy the finer things in life. Let the financial advisors at D.A. Davidson help chart your retirement future today.
At Local Myth Pizza, we believe in real food, freshly prepared with only premium ingredients. Our cheeses are imported from Italy. Our sauces, dressings, and even our sausages are made in-house fresh daily. featuring Northwest craft beers and 30 Chelan Valley wines and ciders. Family fun and amazing food. Eat local, drink local, and be local at Local Myth Pizza.
Come see why Sunset Magazine says you can't beat Local Myth Pizza.
Hi, I'm Brian Campbell, and I'd be honored to be Wenatchee's next great mayor. I've been called to utilize my collaborative leadership style and broad-based background in finance, public safety, Wenatchee City Council, and community service to unite our small town as one Wenatchee. During our conversations, you've been telling me that you're concerned about the rising crime, cost of living, affordable housing, and homelessness. As mayor, I will be your voice, and we'll work together to implement common sense solutions to these problems.
Paid for by Brian Campbell for mayor.
Caught in a conflict? Family? Workplace, neighbor, business, housing disputes? Wenatchee Valley Dispute Resolution Center provides mediation services, a cost-effective and efficient way to provide a written resolution to disputes and issues. Plus, we offer mediation training and community education on conflict resolution and communication skills. Contact us to learn more.
It's time now for our weekly Pause for Pets feature from the Wenatchee Valley Humane Society. Today's featured pet is a very lovable dog named Wally.
Hi, I'm Corley with Wenatchee Valley Humane Society, Animal Care Coordinator, and this is Wally Walrus. We've had Wally for about 2 weeks now. He came to us as a stray, and we think he might be some kind of a, I don't know, boxer, pit, terrier, stuffed animal combo. He's a little gray in the face, but he has amazing teeth. So we think he's maybe like 6 or 7. He certainly has the energy of a younger dog, but he's very healthy and he's been neutered, and he's so lovey. We think he's gonna go fast, so you should get here to check him out. But Wally knows his tricks. He knows how to sit and how to lay down, and he knows how to snuggle. Wally gets along good with dogs. We don't know about cats. He gets along the best with people. He'll follow you all around, and he'll bring his favorite squeaky stuffed animal, and he just wants to be near you all the time. Yeah, right. He loves scratches and pets. Yeah, he does. He's very good on walks. He loves, like I said, he just loves being with people. And we know that there's a great home out there for him. So if you would like to come meet Wally, we are open Thursday through Tuesday, 11 till 6, and we would love for you to come.
Give them a call at 509-662-9577 or visit their website at wenatcheehumane.org.
Time now to take a look at your North Central Washington weather forecast. Hope your Thursday was a good one. Boy, it was awfully chilly out there throughout our day today. Still a lot of clouds that hung around our area too. Beautiful dramatic shot of the clouds and a little bit of blue sky this afternoon around the Wenatchee Valley. This beautiful shot is provided by our Sky-Fi tower camera up on Omi Gardens. And yeah, it was one of those chilly fall days out there, and I'll tell you what, it is going to get cold, especially in our overnights. Tonight, Friday night, Saturday, and even Sunday night, we're talking lows in the teens and 20s for around our area. I'll tell you what, let those faucets drip a little bit at night to keep your pipes from freezing. Also protect the livestock and pets. Keep those pets inside overnight. And obviously, if you're outside, dress warmly, because yes, we're going to see the coldest temperatures we have seen since going back to the end of last winter. Almanac for today, 44 degrees, your unofficial high temperature. That's 10 degrees below where we should be for this time of year at 54. Our record 68 degrees. That was set in 1992. As far as lows go, we're right in the ballpark. 36 overnight this morning and into this morning. 37 is where we should be for a low temperature. Our record low not too long ago, 3 years ago, 27 degrees our record cold, and that was in 2020. Sunrise 7:35 and the sun sets tonight at 5:54. All right, let's head right into Friday and check those temperatures. Going to be a lot like today, folks. 46 for Moses Lake and Ephrata, about 45 for you folks in Quincy, 44 in Wenatchee, also in Chelan. Omak, you will see 44. A little cooler in Leavenworth and Lake Wenatchee, upper 30s to lower 40s in those higher elevations tomorrow. So this cold's going to stick around. Tonight, mostly cloudy skies. We could still see the chance for an isolated shower as this storm system pushes to the southeast. There it is, right over the top of us, and that may happen at some point during our evening hours. As we get you into Friday, big football night tomorrow at Eastmont High School. Moses Lake comes to town, and it is going to be unseasonably cool. High temperatures in the mid-40s. Kickoff temperatures in the 30s, so dress warmly if you're headed to that big game tomorrow night. Saturday, sunny skies. Boy, all of the West Coast will see lots of sunshine for Saturday, but it's not going to feel all that warm. High temperatures again only in the mid-40s, and not much change as we get into Sunday either. A lot of cold air still in place over the Pacific Northwest. The real cold air is back to the east, so we're kind of lucking out there. Mid-40s again for Sunday. On Monday, sunny skies to kick off our next work week. You can just see some clouds beginning to come in from our next storm system. High temperatures a little bit warmer Monday into the mid and upper 40s. Getting into Tuesday, some high clouds as that area of low pressure comes a little bit closer to our coastline. High temperatures on Tuesday, upper 40s, maybe 50 degrees for Tuesday, and then even a little bit better than that. I'm talking a little bit better as we get into Wednesday. High clouds out there, and this is the edge of that huge area of low pressure, and that will throw some high clouds our way. A lot of rain associated with that. High temperatures on Wednesday near 50, and then this storm, it looks like it will move into our area just in time for next weekend. We'll talk more about that tomorrow. All right, your 7-day forecast, 29 overnight tonight, mostly sunny. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. And notice how we warm up slowly throughout that period as well. But here are those cold temperatures we talked about. Mid to upper 20s for overnight lows. Hard freezes throughout our viewing area. And Monday, 47. That's our start of our work week. 31 the low temperature. High clouds for both Tuesday and Wednesday, but a little bit better. 49 for Tuesday and 50 the high temperature on Wednesday. And that's a look at your North Central Washington weather forecast. Coming up next, tonight's sports report with Eric Granstrom and more as the NCWLIFE Evening News continues right after this.
Get your favorite beverage and a wide variety of food choices all under one big roof at the Tap Room in Pybus. The Tap Room has the most popular choices for lunch and dinner in the Valley. With unique appetizers, salads, sandwiches, and tasty rice bowls, everybody will find a new favorite dish. Plus many craft beers from Hellbent Brewing, or you can choose wine, cider, or a delightful craft cocktail. Experience the family-friendly Tap Room at Pybus for yourself. It's just what you've been looking for.
Seattle is bringing back former Seahawk Frank Clark. The free agent who most recently played for Denver will fill the spot of injured edge rusher Uchenna Nwosu. Coach Pete Carroll says they're happy to have the former Seahawks second-round draft pick back in town.
Uchenna is going to get surgery, and so that will be a season ending for him. And there's a spot there that we had a shot with Frank and having background history with him. It's a natural spot for him to play with us and see if he can get in the rotation and help us out. We'll see how it goes. He knows exactly the position that we're asking him to play. We think the transition to fit in to the spot, playing outside backer spot and rushing in the 4-3 stuff, it just fits naturally. His experience is important with such a young group of guys that he's with now. So I'm hoping that we'll all fit together well.
Defensive coordinator Clint Hurt says Clark is very familiar with the style of defense Seattle is running and should fit in right away.
Obviously, it's going to be a lot of fun. There's a strong relationship there, and obviously he's started his career as a Seahawk and spent a lot of time with them, so it's an exciting time to get him back, wish the circumstances were different, you know, for why it worked out. But it's great to have him, or how it worked out. But it's great that we have him here.
How do you think he'll be able to help you guys right now?
I mean, in terms of, he knows technique-wise and all the things, the expectations of the position. A lot of it is just getting caught up on lingo and things of that nature. So Frank was always a sharp guy, so I don't expect there to be any issues.
Clark left Seattle in 2018 and joined the Kansas City Chiefs, winning 2 Super Bowl rings while there. Bobby Wagner says it's been fun to watch Clark mature and understands the desire to return to Seattle.
Just how passionate he was about the game, the energy that he played with, the game. You know, at that time he was growing a lot as a person, and just seeing the growth that he had over the years is just special. And then just watching it from afar, you know, when he was with KC and things of that nature, it's just been really cool to follow his career and follow, you know, all the things that he's been able to accomplish. What is it about the environment or Coach Carroll that brings guys back? I think it's the culture. I definitely feel like it's the culture. Just the energy that you bring. I mean, a lot of times, like when I was first coming into the league and was around for a while, and we start adding guys from different teams, they will always say, like, this was a special place and this is not like anywhere else. And, you know, at the time, like, I didn't have that experience. You know, I didn't know anything else but what I was experiencing. So I think a lot of it is that you go to other places, you realize how special this place is, and, you know, you hope to not burn a bridge. So if an opportunity presents itself, you're able to come back.
Clark may be in the lineup when Seattle hosts Cleveland this weekend at Lumen Field. Coach Carroll says the 4-2 Browns will be another tough test for the Seahawks.
We got a big matchup coming up. Excited about it because these guys are so good. They've got some stuff that they're working through as well. But what a great matchup for us, and it's the kind of matchup that you got to have if you're going to do anything with the season. You got to play teams that are like this, and so we'll look forward to seeing the Browns come in and see if we can get ready for another big night or big day at Lumen. So we're looking forward to all that. It's a little bit of a bright time for us in that there's a number of guys that come back to practice, and we've been kind of waiting and hoping that, you know, we're going to get a little bit of lift, and we may feel that. It felt like it just going through the walkthrough just to see some guys that have been on the sidelines for a while. So we'll be excited to see them go to practice and see if they can make it through and have a chance to help us here soon. So that's a real positive for us right now.
Seattle and Cleveland kick off Sunday at 1:05 on Fox. Seattle Kraken continue a 4-game road trip in North Carolina. That game underway. Seattle trying to exact a little revenge on the team that beat the Kraken on their home ice at Climate Pledge Arena last week by a final of 7-4. That game's underway at PNC Arena in Raleigh, North Carolina. That's on Root Sports Northwest. Well, postseason playoffs begin for the Bees in girls soccer today. Bridgeport plays at Brewster in the first round of the District 6 1B, 2B tournament. The other first-round game features Liberty Bell at Pateras. Games are loser-out scenarios. After a play-in win Tuesday, the Ephrata Tigers are in the District 5-6 2A tournament with a first-round game at East Valley. Kickoff is, well, just happened moments ago. District 6 1B volleyball tournament continues today in Entiat and Waterville. The early matchups have Moses Lake Christian facing Soap Lake, while Riverside Christian takes on Wilson Creek. Later at 7, it's Easton and Entiat, while Waterville Mansfield hosts Thorpe. Today's games are also loser-out contests. In the 2B play, Brewster visits Okanagan for a conference match tonight at 6:30. Other league action tonight, Ephrata hosts Prosser at 6:30. Quincy hosts Kittitas in a non-league match at 6:30. Wenatchee celebrates senior night against Eisenhower tonight at 7 o'clock at Wenatchee High School. Eastmont's on the road to Davis for a 7 o'clock game. Well, the Eastmont football team is chasing history. The Wildcats are 8-0 heading into a battle with 8-0 Moses Lake tomorrow night in East Wenatchee. The only undefeated team in school history was Lou Bottie's squad in 1961. The only in the 8th year of his program at the school, he led the Wildcats to an 8-0 mark and its only state championship. Of course, that was back when winning a state title was a vote, not an actual tournament. Sam Beasley led Eastmont to a 9-1 mark in 1977 and 10-1 in 1980. Jim Hanna's squad in 1985 finished the season 9-1. A win tomorrow night would not only mean continuing an undefeated season, but also the outright regular season Big Nine League Championship and a #1 seed heading into the state playoffs next Friday. NCWLIFE channel will broadcast tomorrow night's game live on television as well as our Facebook page and website. Join Grant Olson, Brandon Harley, and yours truly for the game. Our pregame starts at 6:30. That's a look at sports news. I'm Eric Granstrom. Have a happy Thursday.
And that will do it for our newscast tonight. For more on these stories and other news from around North Central Washington, you can find us on Facebook or our website at ncwlife.com. And remember, if you see news happening, we'd like to hear from you. You can send us an email at news@ncwlife.com or give us a call at 888-6295. I'm Grant Olson. Thanks so much for being with us and have a great night.